tires with installation purchase. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Installation required. Disposal fees and shop fees extra where permitted. See store for pricing. Eligibility may vary. Not valid with other offers.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
All right, welcome back here to the ballpark. As we go into the top half of the sixth inning, the Bulldogs leading 12-3 over the Rams here in game one. Morales facing Duran, the pitcher. First pitch misses away, ball one. Luscombe on deck and Parrish in the hole. I have no clue. How could he have been out? That's a good from down in the bleachers.
That's exactly my sentiments.
Yeah, we don't know what happened. Down and in, ball two.
Anyway, I asked somebody that was sitting by the first base dugout if they got a clarification on the Huffman play, and he said, I have no clue. He should not have been out. Or how could he have been out?
Yeah.
So we're going to have to get something from an umpire maybe.
Good curveball, swing and a miss. Strike one. 2-1 now to Duran. He's 0 for 1. He struck out swinging his first time, walked his second time through. Here's the wind and the pitch from Morales. Outside, ball three.
Another curveball. All our pitchers have pretty good curveballs, Joby.
They really do, and that's you were talking about that earlier, how we call a lot of curveballs out of the dugout. Swing and a pop fly in the infield.
Good pitch, tied him up inside.
Jet will back up and make the play about 10 feet out in the outfield left side.
I've still not seen anybody with a pair of sunglasses on, so maybe the sun's, that high blue sky doesn't bother anybody. But every kid has probably at least 2 or 3 pairs of sunglasses that
every
they wear.
Baseball player does.
Exactly.
I think over at first, I think Huffman has some on.
He does have some on.
But you're right, I don't see many other ones wearing them.
When I played for my dad actually at Midland Lee High School, but we used to wear them, flip down. They were made by Wilson. They were flip down polarized glasses, and we used them in practice, just so if a ball went up, you could actually flip them down.
Ground ball up the middle, good play by Jet Fuentes.
Really good hands.
And a good stretch over there, and making sure his foot was on the base by Huffman. So Jet, the hop ate him up a little bit, Lee, but he just pulled his glove up and fielded it perfectly and throws it over, made it look routine.
I always tease his dad that Jet got his good hands from his dad, Jason. I coached him 93 and 94, and he had good hands, and he passed his DNA to Jet. That was a outstanding play because it was a tricky last hop.
All right, at the plate and swinging is number 2, Caden Parrish, and he fouls that one back for strike one. 2 down now in the top of the sixth inning.
It's fun to look down in the ballpark, and you see lots of old Bulldog baseball players that have kids playing. That's how old I am.
Well, and I don't know how prevalent it is. It's probably fairly prevalent in a lot of real small towns, but we're not. We're a small town, obviously, compared to a city, but we're 4A and everything. Good backdoor strike.
That was a great curveball.
Yeah, to the left, he come in from the outside in. Anyhow, we have a lot of, and I'm from Artesia, so I'm very biased. But I came back here after college. Both my brothers came back here after college. Both my boys came back here after college. We like Artesia, and there's a lot of families that do, and that's what you're talking about. A lot of dads in the stands and their sons now playing. Swing and a miss.
We're grateful they like Artesia still.
I am. Yes, we are, because their kids are now playing sports and going to school here. And that was a drop third strike, but he throws him down. And so he is out 2-3 on the throw. And so going into the bottom of the sixth inning, it remains 12-3 Artesia. We'll be back.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning and Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
Than anything else.
A dead ball means it's not a pitch.
All right, we're back. We're still talking about it. We're just discussing up here in the press box what that call was. I mean, he ended up calling him out. That was the call. But it was on a swinging third strike. Right. Ball goes to the backstop. Right. He ends up at first, not even a throw down there. And then the umpire behind the plate had already, he stepped out to watch the throw down, which didn't happen. And then stopped play, stood there for a minute, and then stopped play, walked out, got the other two umpires involved. They talked for about 5 minutes. Then he says out. And, of course, Coach Bickle comes in from the third base coaching box, and they talk about it for another 3 or 4 minutes. And then we go on. He was out, but that's what we were talking about on the break.
In a close game, Coach Johnson would have got thrown out of the game on that deal.
So we got a change on the hill.
But that call didn't affect the score, what's going to happen, the finality of this game, I don't think.
No. All right, so Truett Price moves in from second base to pitch, and he's got a different. I'm
going to call it. He steps in the bucket when he throws. Joby kind of opens way up. He's a right-handed pitcher, right? Mm-hmm. And that makes so if a pitcher does that, it kind of makes his arm angle drop, and it kind of looks different, doesn't it?
Like he's got almost a herky-jerky type of a throw, which is a different delivery, and it changes up how you're looking at it from a batting standpoint. Coming to the plate will be Destin Pacheco. He's 0 for 1. He reached on a wild pitch. His first time through.
Those outfielders are so deep.
They really are.
Bless their hearts.
Right field started this walk in, but boy, center field's still playing way out there. That pitch misses away, ball 1.
Here's what it is, Joby. The pitcher, he's not really striding out there. He's cutting his stride off towards the plate. Mm-hmm. If you'll watch on this next pitch. See, he should be out there another 2.5 feet probably because he's got long legs.
Yeah.
So he's kind of stopping his stride, which makes him spin off to the first base side of on his pitch.
There's a fly ball out to left field. The left fielder coming on. Oh, it bounces in front of him just on a little flare by Pacheco, so another base hit. And the Bulldogs have the winning run on first base. They can end the ball game if he comes across on the 10-run rule here in the bottom of the 6th. And that'll bring Brant Usherwood to the plate. He's 1 for 3. He singled his first time, reached on a drop third strike, and then foul flew out his third time. So we called a timeout somewhere. Did somebody come in to run for? No, Pacheco's still in.
He's still there.
So Price will come set. He looks over his shoulder. Now the plate, runners off and running. It's a hit-and-run type play. Fouled it back and out of play to the right side for strike 1 on Usherwood. And there's the barking guy with the foul growl.
Well, we'll get a recap of that on Monday about 7:30 in the morning about the ball going out of the park.
Yeah. Barking guy will be in studio.
He doesn't forget one of those.
I like his quotables. Ball 1, that was way outside to Usherwood. He'll have several quotables and then ask you who they were. And I heard him Monday morning when you're talking about it. He had some. He quoted me one time, and I knew I had said it, but I kind of waited. And I was like, well, I think it was me. And he goes, yeah, it was. And he's going to run, and they're going to get him at second if they can get the tag down. He's out at second base, so the pitcher hadn't even come set, and the runner was off and going.
Destin tried to time that, and the pitcher stepped off like he's supposed to and flipped it to the shortstop. So anyway, the game-ending runner's not on base anymore.
No, he's not. All right, here's the wind and the pitch from Price. Swung on. There's a nice rip into left field for Usherwood for another single.
We're going to have a courtesy runner over there, you think?
We are, and it's going to be number 15.
No, it's a single digit.
Oh, was it number?
It wasn't 15. It looked like an 8 or a 6. I don't think it would be 6 because Warren's in the game.
It's Griffin Huizinga. It's number
Okay.
5. That's
Okay.
who it is.
There you go.
I saw the 5. I thought I saw
Right.
another number beside it. So Huizinga into courtesy run. There's a swing. It's a slow chopper in the infield. That's going to be an
It's gonna
infield
be a base
hit.
hit.
As he's running down the line quickly. That was Baeza beating it out. So that moves everybody over on the infield single. Runners at first and second now with one out.
That's a swinging bunt, Joe.
Yeah. We're going to have a coach come out and visit. He's coming out. Is he coming out to talk to the umpire, or is he going to his pitcher?
I don't know what he's doing.
Well, the umpire walked over there.
I have no clue why. Then we got if you get a hit, I'll bark by the barking guy.
Oh, yeah. Yep. He's got a lot of sayings for all the sports. The only ones I haven't heard him is football, and I'm sure he's got them. I'm up in where I can't hear anything. Right. But basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, he's got all kinds of sayings.
He is a rabid Bulldog fan.
Yes, he is. Swung on, base rip into center field. That should be the winning run. As rounding second base and coming home, and that will do it.
That's going to end the game.
That ends the ball game at 13-3 on a base hit up the middle. Back-to-back singles for the Bulldogs. And so the Bulldogs win 13-3 in game 1. And let me go ahead and let's see here. Oh, there you go. Let's go ahead and look at some final stats here. There was, I don't know what's going on with my deal. Well, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about this game. We'll be right back.
Searching for a church that honors God? Come to First Church Artesia at 4th and Grand. We're a family of believers putting Christ first, preaching the Bible with reverence and uniting all ages in family-integrated worship. Sundays at 10:45 a.m., experience the timeless truth and heartfelt praise. We're reaching Artesia with the good news, living all of Christ for all of life. Check out artesiareform.com or find us on Facebook, First Church Artesia, where faith thrives.
This is the time of year we can get all 4 seasons in just one day. Hi, this is Ben Manette from Roswell Seed Company. 1 minute you're sweating in the sun, the next minute you've got slush in your shoes. But that's winter in Roswell. And after 127 years, we're starting to get used to it. It's too early to plant very much, but you can fertilize pecan trees, spray for dandelions, order your bees, and pick up a new seed catalog. So come see us at Roswell Seed. Like Jim Gill would say, enjoy the warm days, but don't go far from the fire.
All right, welcome back, Bulldog fans. Artesia wins the game 13-3. They get 5 in the second, 4 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, and 1 in the sixth. Portala scored all 3 runs in the top of the 4th inning off of 2 hits. They left 2 runners on base, and they ended up having 4 errors. Lee, the Bulldogs end up 13 hits, 13 runs scored. They had an error of their own. They leave 5 runners on the base paths. We saw 3 different pitchers. Campbell, Bub Beauregard, and Morales finishes it out. They only pitched 2. Duran went almost the whole way. He went 5 full, and then coming in the 6th was Price. Pretty good game for the Bulldogs.
Really good game. Pitchers for the most part, except in that, was that the 3rd inning when we gave up 3 runs? It was an unusual inning for the Bulldogs. Bub Beauregard, he was just a little bit wild, but we made some, they had Portales had some stuff go their way in that inning to get those runs. So
Yeah.
anyway, for the most part, our pitchers threw well. Our defense played well, and we can hit up and down the lineup.
And we're fast.
And we've got great team speed.
All right, well, we got a doubleheader today. So coming up here in probably around 20 minutes, we'll have Game 2. So stay right here, KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. Joby Hodling and Lee Johnson. We're going to run a commercial, and we'll